What started off as an assignment of an undergraduate acting class quickly became something bigger and bolder, burning brighter than I ever thought it would. A story I wanted to tell and have people listen to. It was a story of highs and lows, and twists and turns, and ups and downs. Most importantly, it was a story of my own, and I was going to be the one who told it. My creation, Porcelain Throne, is about my own personal journey through eating disorders and handling recovery. It is a window into the life of someone who struggles every day to get better, to feel better, to do better. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Wow, that seems a little dark. But you didn't even hear some of those eating disorder jokes I made throughout the piece? Now those are dark. But I totally get it. Oftentimes when I was writing the piece, I had to stop and pause and think, is this taking things too far? I had to be reminded a few times that this is my own personal narrative. I can decide how dark it gets. It wasn't too dark. It was my own story. There were moments in the piece that were hard to write, of course. The darker moments are the most truthful, but the shortest moments of them all. In actuality, most of my piece is fluff to soften the blow and educate. The shortest moments are the scariest, but a glimpse into a very real world of someone who struggles from eating disorders. I had to do some deep soul-searching on days like those. With this piece, I was never looking for attention or pity, because I didn't want the pity, I didn't need the pity, and I wasn't doing it for the pity. I was writing for awareness, or lack of awareness, of what diet culture, body checking, body shaming, scale addiction can do to someone. Eating disorders can take many different shapes and sizes, literally and figuratively. I wanted to show what someone's bad and good days look like. Recovery doesn't happen magically or overnight. I want to address the fact that I know I'm mentally ill, and it doesn't make me quirky or special. But I think the acknowledgement of other people's struggles makes us more human, more empathetic, and more sensitive. I wrote the ending of the piece before I had a beginning or a middle. The ending of the piece specifically focuses on the light at the end of the tunnel metaphor. Realizing that no matter what happens in a day, tomorrow is a brighter day where you can try again. Okay, I had an idea, now I have a script. Now the real question was, how the heck am I going to put it on its feet? After I got the piece approved, I had little over a month before opening night. I had to assemble the team, and I was determined to keep this production student ran. Deep down, I knew I needed a director. My piece was sensitive to me, and I needed someone to keep me grounded. I needed a fresh pair of eyes. And I wanted to give an opportunity to someone who needed it and deserved it. It was my dearest pleasure to have Katie Kahn direct me and sacrifice her time to make this project come to life. With her directing, videography, photography, organization, and other amazing contributions to the show, I was able to create a performance I was proud of. While working, we both knew that in order to keep this show on the road, we were going to need some more hands. Now let me introduce the rest of my team. With the use of a leftover lighting plot from the play Polaroid Stories, lighting designed by Brandon Bagwell, Mackenzie Scales and Hannah O'Driscoll were able to amplify every feeling, every heavy beat through their beautiful designs. I believe their lighting design took the show to a higher level than I thought it could reach. Ben Holmes helped us swiftly program in a matter of a few hours on the day of the show, and Michaela Frazier took time out of her schedule to help us with sound design and cueing. Michelle Lee worked as our stage manager, sound operator, and created the poster art we used to promote the show. With this show being so beautifully ran by students, I think it goes to show what student-led work could lead to for the Department of TPS. I never expected it to be perfect, but with the selflessness of others, it really was. It became something beautiful and so complex. What I would like others to get out of this is to be vulnerable, be professional, be kind to others. When you don't have the opportunities you want, create them. Find your people and your place. I have learned that not everything in life will be handed to you, and things will not always go as planned. As an artist, it's our job and duty to share our stories, whether people want to listen to them or not. You will be heard. Porcelain Throne was one of the highlights of my senior year. I have plans to take this piece further, dive deeper, share more, and be more vulnerable. My history with eating disorders is something that has held me back for my entire adult life, but through this, I was not only able to share my talents with this school, but raise awareness for something that plagues so many different people. It has helped heal me. It made people laugh and cry with me. There are more days to be fine, and I'm having more and more days where I am fine. Share your story. People will hear you. There's a big, beautiful light at the end of that tunnel, and one day you'll make it to that final stretch.